amigos, how's it going? I tried to record this video earlier, but I was in morning traffic and morning light and it was awful, so now I have afternoon traffic and afternoon light, which is, traffic's still horrible, but the lighting's a hell of a lot better, so we'll just talk again. So yeah, I hope you're doing super awesome. First thing I wanted to say was that obviously it's a little bit too late for that, but I'm not going to be doing a physical Christmas card exchange this year, clearly. Since I still love hearing from you guys, and cards are cute, damn it, is I would kind of like to do like an e-card not gift exchange, but like an e-card exchange, because so if you want to send me an e-card, either just like an email or one of those places where you can like make a little e-card like with a template or whatever, for Christmas, New Year, whatever, go ahead and send it to my email, learoseftw@gmail.com, and then I will reply back with the same. So I think that would be cute, and I already have a picture that I'm going to use to turn into like my own like 2018 holiday Leah the Fish gift card. It's not a mermaid picture, it's just, I don't know. Anyway, so that is actually kind of what segues into my real topic of conversation today. The picture that I'm going to use for the Christmas card is an Elsa photo, but let me tell you about getting this Elsa photo. I had a really difficult time kind of like phrasing all of this just because it's kind of a first world problem, and it just kind of sounds shitty, but whenever something like this happens and it's kind of like tougher to talk about, you guys really understand what I try to say, so let's continue that trend with having rad communication. So Eleni is the Anna to my Elsa, and she is the cutest little thing on the planet. She's a small SMOL stoat on Instagram, or foxbent on Facebook. I freaking love this girl so much. She decided ages ago that she wanted to do a, sorry pedestrian, she wanted to do a Anna and Elsa photo shoot together at the City Lights, because it's the City Lights. So of course I'm going to say yes, because yes, this is super aesthetic and also cosplay, and yay, and I love hanging out with her, so super yay. So we tried to plan around like crowds and stuff to make it like, there's no way for us to do it at a time where it's not busy, so it's just kind of like making it as chill as possible. So we did it later in the evening on a Sunday, so it was late enough on a school night to where like kids should theoretically be mostly home by that point, with some exception, obviously, it's the holidays, whatever. So sorry. This is why having conversations with me in the car is kind of difficult, because I tangent and I talk to the other drivers. I don't scream at the other drivers like I am tempted to sometimes, don't get me wrong, but anyway, I am hella digressing. So, right. Planned it around, went at a objectively good idea of a time, and as soon as we got there, so it was me, her, and our friend, our photographer. So as soon as we got there, each one gets shoved out of the way, like by parents with little kids. And like, number one, that in of itself is like super inexcusable. And also like, it was very clear, like, you know how when like you're meeting a character or something like that, they could, or there'll be lines and things where you're insinuating kind of something that breaks the fourth wall. Like I would say something as Queen Elsa, basically making sure that the parents knew that, number one, we don't work here, and number two, we're not getting paid, and number three, like, that were here for a shoot. I was basically like, oh, well, we paid this photographer to help us take photos for the Arendelle Christmas card or something like that. So Ishan and Eleni kind of like laughed at that because they were like, well, yeah, got it. And the parents like acted as if they understood, but then continued to shove their kids in the way. And like, it was a constant thing, and I was constantly trying to be like, no, we have to move. And not only all of that, but they were lining up their children right next to the road, which makes me really uncomfortable. So their kids are uncomfortably close to the road. I'm in a really, like, we're both in a very uncomfortable location, so we like at least have to try to move. And then when we try to move, like, we basically say, oh, well, we're gonna go look at the lights, we're like going as sisters, so we'll see you in there. Every time we started to move, the parents would start screaming at their kids to follow us and not lose their place in line. So it's like, wow, the Super was not a kid problem. Like, every single kid that we saw was an angel, like best behavior. And that's what you kind of get when you do character parties and stuff, is the kids are always on their best behavior because, oh my god, it's a princess, you guys. So that's always fun. This was entirely an entitled, self-centered parent thing. So normally, some of you guys know this, that we've done princess walks before in Waikiki, and we will like just hang out, get our picture taken, like get our ego boost for the day, and it's really, really fun. Collect tips. Part of the tips will like go to the Cheesecake Factory, get a drink and a piece of cheesecake for all of us to split, and then like donate the rest. We've done, I mean, most of them are like children-focused charities for obvious reasons. So it's always like, we always have people like offering tips to us even if we don't ask, because they know that we're working hard, and we're completely in character, like we're all professionals at this. So we always, in other situations like this, we always have people who are like offering us tips, and if they see our friend like with a tip jar or anything like that, or even just like standing there, obviously part of the group but not dressed up, they'll like talk to them and offer them like a couple of bucks for us. Like, it's like a street performer thing, but it's like obviously not, because anyway, you get it. Not a single fucking one offered. Like, even when approached, like, they didn't offer, like, even once. We took hundreds of photos with kids and stayed in character the entire time, because it's not the kids' fault. Like, we're not going to ruin the magic for them. We took hundreds of photos, and we were there for about 3 hours stuck. And we, like, Ishan left because like he was shoved out of the way and like he could do nothing there. So I don't blame him, not even a little bit. So yeah, like all told, with like walking over and getting ready and everything, like we spent 4 hours and like money, because like the costumes now need cleaned and repaired, because that always happens. Like the wigs needed redone. We took time to do our makeup and blah 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 blah. Like, we were on point. So like we paid to do that, which, I mean, obviously we do that all the time. Like, we do charity events, we do hospital visits, we even like just go to kids' birthday parties sometimes for free if the situation calls for it. But that wasn't a for-profit event, and the security was even standing there like doing nothing. Like, at the very least, they should have come to tell us that we couldn't do that because we weren't employees. Like, so it was just like this whole mess, and these entitled ass parents, and we got nothing for it. Like, yeah, we made kids happy, and that's fantastic, but like, it's like people die from exposure type of thing. Like, that doesn't pay the bills. And while we weren't doing it for money directly, like we were doing it for photos, we were going to do stuff with those photos to hopefully make money. So it's just this whole circular thing, and I'm really frustrated, and I hope you guys understand. And if you're like on Instagram or anything and you are trolling the Honolulu City Lights hashtag, and if you see any photos of Anna and Elsa, like, comment on them and be like, hey, that, you know, that Elsa, this is Leah Rose FTW, and she did that for free. even say thank you, like, and pay us. Like, I really hate to sound so, like, materialistic, but, alright, Santa's little helper, it's getting in a better mood. Yeah, buddy. No, it goes this way. Alright, this video is clearly plenty freaking long. Alright, I'm gonna be posting this after I give it to him anyway, so I can show you right now and it's fine. But, so I'm I'm at Starbucks in Waikiki to visit my best guy friend. This is his Christmas present. How amazing is this fucktopus? It's been like one of the top models on Thingiverse forever, and Jesse has this huge like octopus tattoo on his shoulder. Like he's my merman. He's like my husband. Like we call each other husband and wife all the time and confuse the hell out of people because he's very clearly very gay. But y'all know me. So yeah, it's this whole to-do, and I forgot what I was saying, so I'm just gonna shut the fuck up and go see Jesse, and okay, thanks for listening to me rant. I love your faces. Remember to email me an e-card of some variety, if you would like to receive one in return, and I love you. Bye-bye.